Hello everyone and welcome to the Starseed Dragon channel. This is an Oracle review. I just got this a few minutes ago and it doesn't come out until April, but as you can see I have pre-ordered this, so I'll put a link to the book depository in the description box below, and that way if you like this you can purchase this for yourself. I'm sure that they've got this on Amazon on pre-order as well if you'd like to check that out, but it is For the Love of Dragons Oracle deck and book sets, written by Angie Sellens, art by Amy Brown. And of course, I have to review this beautiful oracle because, you know, dragons. If anybody's met me before, it's kind of my thing, right? So let me see if I can open this. And again, this is a brand new oracle deck. Because the majority of the oracle decks, the majority of the tarot and oracle that I have reviewed in the past are already released, right? So I like the fact that it has a little, they send a little bookmark. I like having bookmarks around. So here we go. Let us see. It's got a little magnetic, look at that. Isn't he cute? So let me read the back of it. For the Love of Dragons, Oracle deck and book set. Whoever said diamonds are a girl's best friend never met a dragon. Inside this 44-card Oracle deck, you'll find majestic guides, petite playmates, cute companions, and wild free spirits. They are all allies to those who hold fairies and fables dear. Because of their ferocious appetites, they have tasted many truths, imbibed much wisdom, and learned a thing or two about navigating the skies of change. They also recognize their own. Though you may not be able to detect them yet, you have wings. Your psyche is equipped to soar through your own adventures, beyond your wildest imaginings, and into the realm where impossible things happen every day. Discover the power of fire and flight in this special collector's deck and book set. It is by U.S. Game Systems, Stamford, Connecticut. It's I'm really looking forward to this. Oh, look. Oh, it's got a little bag. Lovely. Okay, so nice little. And again, this comes out officially in April of 2023. So, and as you can tell, we are in March. So this is always. She doesn't need a knight to save her. She needs a wild vine. Castle lost to civilization, and a forest full of creature folk who know her secrets and share their own. She needs a library with red velvet couches and lanterns lit by fireflies. Stories older than time that taste like myth and smell of danger, and lost lullabies. She doesn't need a golden boy to defend her honor or a chariot to carry her away. She needs a night blooming garden with forgotten name flowers and herbs that still remember the moon's first name. She needs an untamed labyrinth with a hidden door in its center, leading to lost passages of honeycomb poems and wild pollen candlelight. She needs a window seat next to twilight where she can read and write and muse and watch the storm giants stalk the glimmer glass hills. She doesn't need your rescue or salvation. She needs an ancient silver sword, a collection of fallen bird feathers from foreign lands, a passport for soul travel, a hip flask full of whiskey and wonder, a mermaid's tavern in a midnight circus tent, thigh-high boots, unlimited Wi-Fi, smear-proof lipstick, the coffee-stained pages of her own fairy tale, and a pet dragon named Always. Angie Sullins. Isn't that beautiful? I think I'll read that a few times. See how to use this deck. Okay, I will be, of course, since this is an oracle, I will be reading the... Is there a page here? These are thick pages. I guess it's not. Okay. These are really thick pages. So this guidebook, let's see how many pages we've got here. The Witchery Academy. 99 pages. Here we go. Let's take a look at this deck. Look at the bottom of that. Look at that little dragon. Oh my goodness gracious. Isn't he adorable? Oh my God, I love dragons so much. Okay, so this is the back. Oh my goodness, how gorgeous is this? It's got metallic gilding in, I want to call it a pink color. Yeah, it's pink. It's not rose gold, it's pink, okay? Just in case anybody's wondering. It's pink. As it should be, I suppose. You can do it. You can do it. There we go. Open. Oh, I should have measured this first, huh? Let me measure it. All right. So we've got... Ooh, I'm so excited. Brand new deck. Okay. Let me see. We've got about 5 inches or 12.5 centimeters by just under 3 inches or about 7.5 centimeters. So nicely done. I don't mind them being long, but when they're just as wide, it just kind of, it's hard to handle. And I have like normal adult size hands. I mean, my hands are not small by any means. Look how shiny. Ooh, I love it. Love it already. Okay, so here we go. They've got a gilding on them, so they'll probably stick, as you have seen in my other videos. They are glossy. I don't know if you can see how glossy they are. They are glossy. Thickness, they're not thin, but they're not super thick either. They've got a nice bend to them. They've got a weight to them. I don't know how to describe that. Let's see. Okay, so let's, all right. Okay, so here we go. Got my reading glasses. Let's take a look. The Balancer. Before you act, take a moment to balance. Every dragon knows that the best pounce comes from a balanced position. Whatever you're up against at this moment, this sacred pause is needed first. Don't decide, don't act. Take a moment to consider all the options and find your footing. Clear thinking, compassionate feeling, and balanced power are what is needed right now. And just in case the wind is blowing so fiercely right now where I'm at. So I apologize in advance if you hear the wind wailing. It's like trying to spit snow, but it hasn't been extremely productive as far as snowfall is concerned, and I'm happy about that. But so to shed some more light on this. Okay, all my lights are on. So here we go. Next card is the Dragon Sword. The Sword of Truth doesn't just cut with its blade, it also cuts with words. Consider your words carefully and then tell the truth. Dragons may be many things, but liars they are not. If you want to soar to your full potential and dominate your personal space with a wingspan of power, share your truth. It will set you and others free, even if it bites. That is true. I tell people all the time I would rather be slain with a harsh truth than wooed with a sweet lie. It's not worth it. Lies are something I don't tolerate. And no one should, really. Okay. The Watcher. Time to fly up high away from the the minutia of life to get an expansive view. Being grounded is essential, but sometimes we need a dragon's eye view of our life to get a better perspective. Is your vision too small? Are your plans too meager? Are you breathing a little and calling it a life? Use your meditation space to climb up to 10,000 feet and take in the expanse of your life. Decide your next move based on that vantage point. Is anyone noticing the owl? See a little owl? Focus. Focus. There you go. There's a little owl. Owls have been appearing for me so much lately. I don't know. I'm supposed to be getting a message or something. Right? The fledgling. Don't be afraid of taking a risk. Fledgling dragons will fall and stumble before they fly. The trick is to keep getting back up, dust off your wings, and try again. This is the beginning of new power, and it often looks awkward to see a fledgling take wing. But grace comes, as does skill, dexterity, and joy. Let yourself try and try again. Fall spectacularly. Fail gorgeously. Then get up and go again. The expansive sky is waiting. That is fantastic advice. Oh, the grouch. Dragons have fierce teeth for a reason. Use them to guard your boundaries and protect your space. Snarl, growl. You're allowed to be feisty and fierce when protecting your boundaries and personal sovereignty. There's a time and space for compromise and cooperation. Now is not that time. Huff, puff. Flex those scales. No one messes with you today. You get to decide when and how you wish to engage. Beautiful. The Wild Child. Never let the tame ones tell you how to live. Your inner wild is always calling you back to remember who you were before the world told you who you should be. Just as the dragon never apologizes for its fire, you should never apologize for the wild child that roams the forests of your heart. Give yourself time in nature, surrounded by all the elements, to bring yourself into your own element. You were born untamed. Endeavor to stay that way. My goodness. The Curious. Being in the know is overrated. Certainty is limited, but being curious, it leaves room for mystery, for surprise, for wonder. While dragons are known for great wisdom, they also keep a door open in the mind to grow their fierce intelligence with curiosity. No new relationship, business, art, or scientific invention started without curiosity. Now is the time to investigate, ask questions, open the mind and heart to approach your situation with a dragon's eye and a curious heart. You can see what others cannot. The storyteller. Isn't this beautiful? Stories have power. They can shape worlds, both interior and exterior. Today, be mindful of the ones you're telling yourself and the ones you're listening to from others. Are they uplifting, encouraging, and equal to the wingspan of your potential? Or are they diminishing, debilitating, drowning in the depths of not enoughness? Listen only to the stories that are worthy of you and reflect your magnificent nature. The dragons demand that you settle for nothing less than to live your legend. Ooh, the temptress. You will be tempted, and discernment is what you need most right now in order to determine if the opportunity is one that lifts you to new heights or drops you to earth, drained and depleted. When an opportunity looks delicious and is dressed up as too good to be true, it's your job to investigate. Sometimes the too good is indeed true, and you need to take the temptress by the hand and follow where she leads, no matter how fearful or overwhelming the situation seems. Other times, you would be better off to say no and cleave to your current commitments. Use all your senses to test this moment, including your keen sense of discernment. The alchemist. There are 3 stages of alchemy, and the first is Negrado, the black, signifying darkness or the void. Albedo is the second stage, where the darkness is transformed into white energy or light. And finally, Rubedo, where the new illumination becomes fixed into matter. Anyone hoping to achieve a dragon's level of sovereignty will need to continually practice all 3 stages, becoming an alchemist of life. We enter crisis and the dark night of the soul, Negrado, reach toward new illuminated understanding, Albedo, and finally create our new thoughts, beliefs, and reality, Rubedo. You're being asked right now to pay attention to what phase you're in and to continuously participate in your own transformation. Beautiful. The moon dancer. Wow, so beautiful. Now is the time for dreaming and moon bathing. Mother Moon is friend to all dragons, for she incubates their dreams and grows wings for all their wishes. She can do the same for you. Take a walk in her radiance, bask in her glow, have a conversation with her about all the untold stories in your soul and the wishes waiting to grow wings. Let her have the full-hearted hope of you. Ask her to guide you through the dark night, bringing luminosity to all that's currently unknown, unseen, or unformed. Isn't that gorgeous? The receiver. Oh, baby dragon. Dragons have no problem with amassing wealth. You could learn a thing or two from them today, whether that wealth comes in the form of financial opportunity, unexpected help, gifts, a generous offer, or an unanticipated kindness. Your power and prowess depend on flexing your receiving muscle. There is no room here to question deservedness. As with all magical creatures, you deserve very good and lovely, or every good and lovely thing this world and all the others can provide. Receive freely and experience the wealth that true reciprocity can bring. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. The listener. The universe is in constant conversation and wants to communicate with you. No topic is too trivial or too grand, and you are invited to receive the insights, directives, and guidance it has to offer. You become a part of that conversation by deep listening. Go somewhere quiet. Sit with your spine against the gnarled grandeur of an old tree, or with your feet in a whispering brook, or stroll through a lush garden of humming flowers. Listen to the song of the bees, the sigh of the leaves, to the rippling stories of the water, the wings of invisible dragons. Clear your mind so the conversation can begin. Listening is a form of invocation. The Crystal Guardian. Crystals contain the wisdom of the earth. Some believe that dragons too were made from the molten center of the earth and therefore, like crystals, contain an ancient wisdom. That now is the time to draw on the earth's grounding and deep intelligence. Whether you consult your crystals, walk amongst the rock beds, or lay down with your spine stretching across the earth, seek the counsel of the earth. Listen to her stories and her messages. There is a voice and a vibration inside the rocks which will help ground you deep into the molten center of your own core. Wow. That's amazing. These images are just gorgeous. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. The Sovereign. Dragons have an innate comprehension of integrity, solitude, and sovereignty. You'll never meet a dragon that doesn't understand it is inherently worthy. Take a page from their book today. You have the right to want what you want, love who you want, go where you want, say yes to what you want, and no to what you don't want. You have the right to be mistress of your own power and director of your own experience. Follow your bliss. Answer first and foremost to your innermost self among that path. The Playmate. Now is the time to play. Whether you're working on a goal, busy with achievement, or attempting to make a major discovery, stop and play. It can seem counterintuitive, but play is the highest form of research. Einstein said that. It leads to untold new insights, inventions that flat out joy. And joy is expansive. If you want to feel vital, refreshed, recharged, and experience the power of your soul's wingspan, play. We don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. Let your spirit take wing by giving yourself the updraft of play. Wow. The Fountain. There is an adage that says, water doesn't wash, it remembers. Water and its propensity for memory has the power to clarify through remembering you to your original states. Now is the time for deep remembering. Go to the river or ocean. Seek out a fountain. Drink deeply from the sacred chalice. Water is a dragon's best friend, as it keeps the fires of passion in balance. The waters of consciousness are beckoning you today to step out of your circumstances and into your deeper truth. Your situation doesn't define who you are. You do. It's beautiful. Oh, this is me and my inner dragon right here. Yep. The daydreamer. It's almost impossible to recapture the whimsy and wonder of childhood in this present world with all its demands. But dragons are nothing if not friends of the impossible. This moment is calling you to the innocence of daydreaming. Search the clouds for friend shapes. Watch the butterflies meander, relax, bask. This earth can hold the gravity of your dragon heart so that your spirit can soar weightless and free into the skies of possibility. Imagination and inspiration are calling you. Answer from the heart. The fire bearer. Fire is your friend right now. Whether you need a spark of inspiration, a flame of determination, the blazes of anger, or the fire of transformation, this moment is about what needs to burn. Do not be afraid to let yourself embody your own passion. Let yourself be ignited. Heat is necessary for alchemy, and now is the time for you to let the fire have its way with you and your present circumstance. Change is on the horizon, and any dragon knows fire is the companion of change. Okay. The Ice Bringer. The gift of ice is stillness. The cold has the power to suspend, to hold, to freeze until it is time to act. There is a protection in suspended animation. Now is your opportunity to embrace the power of the colder, more protective dimensions. Create a hermitage. Get still. Allow yourself the cold clarity derived from detached observation. The time for thaw and growth will come. For now, seek shelter in the cooler energies. The Sunstormer. The sun generates enough energy in one day to supply all the machines of the earth for 1,000 years. This is a planet of abundance. The radiance available to you each day can create opportunities, openings, and awareness that were not there the day before. All it takes is an appreciation for the abundance already provided for you. The earth turns on its axis without your help. The sun shines and makes energy for you to use without your influence or direction. Allow yourself to be filled with the radiance and shine like the sun. This is how your own light defeats the dark. The Conjurer. Joseph Campbell advised us not to settle for the way things have gone with others, but instead to unfold our own myth. This takes vision, dedication, and will. To conjure is to call upon the invisible to make itself manifest. To assist in the manifestation, We must understand that what we think on grows. You want magic? Pay attention to magic. You want empowerment? Praise empowerment everywhere you see it and ignore the places that make you feel small or weak. You want love? Celebrate love everywhere you go. Conjure the truest and most beautiful version of your own life by adoring everything in your path to find true and true and beautiful. Start with your own dragon soul. Yes. Beautiful. The shadow. If you carry a big light, you're going to cast a large shadow, and you must own both. Endeavor in this moment to understand what shadow elements are at work. Be diligent not to project onto others your own fears, inadequacies, or resentments. This is your opportunity not to abandon any part of yourself, including your own darkness. Own all of it. Take responsibility for your shadows and the limitations you've put on yourself. Accountability is part of true power, as any dragon knows. That is true. Very true. Oh, the Wishmaker. When was the last time you let yourself make a wish? With open eyes and a clear view on reality, but also open heart and palms, you are ready to receive your dream come true. Or are you ready to receive your dream come true? Dragons don't hold back their desires, but we as humans often keep ourselves from wishing and hoping in order to avoid disappointment. Today is a day for wishing without holding back. Have a conversation with the moon. Make a wish on a falling star. Put a bright, shiny gift of hope under your pillow and dream with the dragons. Isn't that gorgeous? The Waymaker. Now is the time to call on the Waymaker. We can't always see how something is going to manifest. We light fires for our intentions. We keep the braziers lit for our plans, never knowing which of our endeavors will burst into the flame of life. Your job right now is to trust your deepest heart where your essence resides, and keep your pursuits focused on the direction of your bliss. Keep all internal fires lit in the name of the truest and most beautiful expression of your life, and then call on the Waymaker. As Joseph Campbell said, when you follow your bliss, doors will appear where there were only walls. Very true. I'm a big fan of Joseph Campbell as well, so I'm really digging this deck. Quoting Joseph Campbell. Okay, the spiral. Isn't that pretty? The dragon path isn't a straight line. It's a spiral. You continually come back to things you thought you understood in order to see a deeper truth. Do not judge where you are on the spiral. Sometimes you quest up the spiral and sometimes down, but both directions keep you moving forward as you seek wisdom and understanding. Don't be afraid to revisit lessons you thought you'd already learned. Like a spiral, you are unending and ever evolving. Wow. That was pretty deep. Pretty deep indeed. Ooh. The Confidant. I love it. Look how gorgeous these cards are. This art is amazing. There are times to hold your deepest truth within your molten core. And then there are times like these when you need to express yourself in a safe, protected environment. Seek your truest allies. Seek your trusted allies. Share and let yourself be witnessed and received, whether that is with chosen family, friends, a beloved mentor, or your invisible allies. Some of your greatest protectors are in the realm of the unseen. Confide your truth and express your heart to the experience, the belonging you are so worthy of. Wow. Amazing cards. The brave. The brave among us understand the need to occupy the edges of things, away from comfort and security. To be brave, you must be willing to go to the edge of your knowing and make yourself comfortable in the uncomfortable. When we take that risk, we learn to trust our boldness, and we get expansive views and an original perspective not possible from the center of the village. Instead, or inside the confines of a familiar life. Okay. The compassionates. Dragons have scales to protect their molten core. You can think of their warmth as compassion and their scales as accountability. Between those two opposing forces, you access your power. Compassionate awareness is being called for in this moment, but not without accountability. Do you need to hold yourself or someone else accountable right now? What needs to be called out, owned, embodied? Compassion keeps you warm and approachable, but it's accountability that keeps you fierce, protected, and holds your boundaries sacred. Use both in this situation. Wow. I'm really digging this deck. I really am. The brat. Well, yeah. Let me just have a drink of my coffee here. Okay. Some days you're just going to wake up with a dragon in your teacup, and your mouth will taste of scales and wings all day long. But whether it's you or your mini dragon that's feeling bratty, it's in your best interest to befriend rather than resist the brat attack. Moods and emotions, just like dragons, are by their nature full of movement. They are not intended to stick around for very long and don't unless we resist them. As the saying goes, what we resist persists. So whether it's showing up in you or in someone else, let the brat have its moment today. All things must pass, and no brat attack lasts forever. That's true. Okay. The key holder. We've all heard that gratitude is the key, but few of us realize how many doors it can open. When times are tight and pressures are high, circumstances can seem locked up. When times are good and tensions are low, our opportunities can seem so wide open that we don't know which way to go, which options to choose, no matter which situation you're facing. Gratitude creates a key to unlock the blocked paths and a clarity that helps us choose the right door. Let go of your fear and resistance. Open up. Let gratitude in. Gorgeous. The Lovers. Look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness gracious. So pretty. This moment is all about love. Not just any love, but true, balanced love. Between friends, family, or lovers, this relationship is one of equals, mutually invested in their own sovereignty and in the other's well-being and success. These two souls are connected in love, and are willing to do their own individual work in the world. This is a partnership balanced in reciprocity and responsibility. Celebrate it, honor it, endeavor to keep the balance of mutuality alive, as this kind of love is highly creative and has the power, like dragons, to shape worlds. Such a beautiful card. The Adventurer. There's no holding you back. Now is the time to leap, soar, explore, take the risk, get lost in the right direction. Travel, whether along the inner realms of the psyche or the outer realms of experience. For the sake of your heart's bliss, whatever is calling you forward is real and is asking for your sense of curiosity and adventure. There's no predicting how things will turn out except this. When we adventure, we not only discover new horizons, but we develop new eyes with which to see our own world anew. Isn't that beautiful? The Fairy Taleist. The Fairy Taleist? Einstein once said, if you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. Now is the time to let yourself sink into the wonder and imagination of a good tale. Also, it's time to remember that your life is a fairy tale. As a myth maker, it's your job to remember that impossible things happen every day and that once upon a time is really here and now. There's power in your true life fairy tale. Live your tale today so magically that even the dragons have a hard time believing it's true. Excellent. Phyllis is very upset right now. The wind is really blowing. Okay. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. The Perceptionist. No one needs to tell you dragons are real. You know it in your bones. All the literature that claims they're myth and legend are grossly misinformed. We couldn't prove the God particle theory, Higgs boson, in quantum physics until the correct measuring device was invented in Switzerland. And any good scientist worth her petri dish, like any fairy taleist worth his yarn, will tell you that just because you can't see something doesn't mean it's not there. Dragons, neurons, particles, fairies, the miraculous and marvelous often exist outside of our known measuring devices. Go beyond your five senses. Use your dragon sense to perceive the possibilities right now. Wow, that is beautiful. Great advice. Really. The Giver. We are all givers and receivers, designed to take part in the grand reciprocity on the wheel of life. And this moment on the wheel has turned toward giving. What are you willing to offer in this moment? What can you give away that is an offering from your fullness rather than a sacrifice from your emptiness? This is an act of conscious giving, to have filled up your own cup of belonging and empowerment so that in your overflow you have much to offer, be it wisdom, kindness, support, or a material item. Now is the time to give from your cup of plenty. Amazing. the sanctuary. Every dragon needs its cave just as you need your own haven. A holy place created just for your sanctuary. If you don't have one, it's time to create it. If you already have a retreat, go to it now. Take the time to recuperate and replenish your emotional, mental, and physical reserves. Indulge in your treasures. Paint, rest, listen to music, soothe, read, nap. Now is the time to gently fold your wings inward and let yourself be unfettered from the world's concerns. Beautiful. Great advice. The idea hatcher. Beautiful. A little ram there. A ram dragon. You have to plant a lot of dreams, given that you never know which one is going to hatch. So let yourself have the ideas without the restrictions of practicality. When you let yourself dream big and plant wide, your chances of hatching grow exponentially. This moment urges you not to judge or criticize any particular option. Let yourself play with all the potential, considering all ideas. You never know which one is going to manifest. That is true. The pest. Those stressful details, that unwelcome news, the nagging anxious thought, all are pests we'd prefer not to keep us company, but nothing shows up in our experience that isn't on our side. Challenges happen for you, not to you, as they attempt to shape the person your soul wishes you to become. Embrace them as a guest of your life. As Rumi once said, this being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. Beautiful. Beautiful. The tender. That is very, very beautiful card. Sometimes looking into the eyes of a beloved helps us to see ourselves more clearly. Our children, our pets, our most cherished beloveds tend to get our best affections, while we treat ourselves with less consideration and less worth. Your beloveds are a mirror for you. How will you stroke them, tend them, care and nurture and praise them? This is how you deserve to be treated too. It's in your best interest to be very tender with yourself, for you are unique in all the world, like your child, your cat, your dog, your horse, your bird, your fish, your dragon. One-of-a-kind creations deserve the most gracious attention. You are a walking, talking, breathing miracle. Handle with care. Beautiful. The artist. Isn't that gorgeous? It's a great day to be creative, no matter how artistic you believe yourself to be. Messages, insights, direction, and even wisdom can arrive from the flow that creativity generates. You don't have to have a goal in mind, nor do you need to make a masterpiece. Your life is the masterpiece, and your willingness to get into the right brain flow of curiosity and creativity helps align you with the genius waiting to be expressed on the canvas of your life. Wild Dragon Wing Creative Abandon is calling you right now. Answer. I'm always right-brained. I'm left-handed. Okay, here we go. The Relaxer. How pretty. Like the steam curls above a cup of tea and a dragon curls up after their flight, so do you deserve to unwind and let go. Ease is the name of this moment. Whatever it takes for you to experience a sense of relief right now, that's the direction to go. You've already applied your effort. Your intentions are clear. If it's not working, or if you're tired, overwhelmed, or stressed, do not rebound your efforts to make anything happen. Simply curl up and relax. It's a good time to let go. Beautiful. The Healer. Dragons can be helpers, and if you carry dragon's blood in your veins, it's likely you want to leave this planet better than you found it. Just remember the one rule all fierce beings employ before contributing healing services. Offer help to those who are helping themselves. This way you are able to maintain your vitality without leeching it out in the name of dependency. Another healing principle dragons know: you can only meet someone as deeply as they are willing to meet themselves. So whether you fly high or dive deep, you must understand who and what you're dealing with. Now is the time to employ discernment and offer healing hand in hand, paw in claw. Beautiful. And our last card. Last card, right? Last card. The Evaluator. Don't measure how valuable you are by the way you're treated. Like a dragon, you didn't sign up to be easily understood or constantly approved of. You're a unique and complex individual, requiring love and understanding from self first and foremost. When your path starts to feel daunting or overwhelming, remember you came here to help heal the planet. You're rewriting life's story, healing your ancestors, unlearning the stifling rules of suffering and selflessness. You're also giving dragon energy a whole new place in this world by learning to roar and to fly. Your value is non-negotiable, as unique as any dragon scale and twice as shiny. Isn't that fantastic? Beautiful. I gotta say, I really dig this. Look at this. So, about the artist, about the author. Woman in total control of herself for the sovereign woman, the Witchery Academy. Beautiful. A note from the author. I'm really digging this. I hope that you like this too. This is probably going to become one of my more favorite decks, right? I don't know. Into the Lonely Woods is pretty up there. Is like my ultimate favorite. But this might end up being a tie. You never know. I'm going to put this back so you can see. But you know, I'm taking this out right after I get done filming. So here we go. I'm going to put this back. It came with this little baggie, so that's a wonderful, beautiful thing. I actually use these little baggies when I give gifts to people who purchase items in my Etsy store. I try to put a little extra something in some of their packages. Not all of them, because, yeah. But anyway, I try. Okay, so there you go. For the Love of Dragons Oracle deck and book set. This is on pre-order. It is not technically released until April of 2023, and as you know, it is March. And but you can you know, pre-order it. I got it from thebookdepository.com. I'll put a link in the description box below so that you can check it out. And I'm pretty sure that it's on Amazon as well, but I think it's more expensive on Amazon, to be honest. I think the Book Depository is the actual retail. Did they put it on here? The actual retail. I think it was like $26.99 or something like that. But beautiful, beautifully done. Nice hard box. I love it. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of it in the comment section below. Other than that, have a fantastic day, and I will see you on the next video.